But here was the question. Actually, she asked the question. She got two questions. First one being, if you got paralyzed, would you like never give up on the idea and constantly do therapy? Or would you just say, F it, I'm paralyzed and let me live the best life possible? Because that was her point. She's like, I'm still doing awesome stuff, but she's like, I'm not trying to walk anymore. It's over for me. But I still can do all this dope shit. Because I think I would give the up on all of it.
I guess I don't understand the science of like, I can walk. Let's say, well, like, your back got broken, so you can't walk, right? I'm not familiar enough with this.
I think
my answer, as always, would be give up.
Yeah, that's what I think. If you can kind of
everything.
The science doesn't matter. You give up.
Yeah,
the in between stuff. I'm always sitting.
Yeah, well, I do think that it's just
stand up.
The
I
travel.
can still just sit. Like, nice wife, retard. Like, I can still do it. This, I would have gotten that bar, the Friday Night Pints, I would have got hammered.
Same exact shit.
Over to this one. Here I am. What's up?
And then you never don't have a seat. You're never, when I'm like if I'm at a crowded bar and I'm standing, I hate that.
Yeah, everybody gets out of the way.
The problem is the in-between of like showering and traveling and getting in and out of bed and
that's not easy.
But I think I would give up. Like I have no problem giving all that up.
Suck.
I would get more miserable than I am somehow. I would be like more angry and depressed and upset at the world.
Great
like,
material.
Yeah, you'd be very funny if you were like very bitter, nasty motherfucker. That's as funny as you can get. Like just sitting there like, you know who sucks? Everyone. No matter what you say, someone's going to be like, yeah, The Rock does suck.
I get it.
So here's her MI the ass. Here's her MI the ass. MI the ass for being too honest to a random child. So let me cut through the bullshit. 29-year-old female, paralyzed from the chest down. I was at the mall, and I was sitting out front.
Damn, so her tits still feel?
I was at the mall and sitting out front waiting for someone while they ran to get the car. A family was walking past me, and this girl who was like 7 or 8 years old goes, "What happened to you?" But not in like an innocent or a concerned way like most kids do. And the mom didn't stop her. So I said to her, "My boyfriend shot me in the chest when I was 19 and it hit my spine and now I'm crippled forever." And the mom stopped walking and said, "Wait, really? I'm sorry. I'm glad you're okay." And as they walked away, she whispered to her daughter, "And that's why you aren't dating until you're 30. And the mom looked back at me upset because her daughter probably didn't need to hear that. But if you're 7 and you ask a stranger for real questions, then you get real answers. So am I the ass for saying that?
Not at all.
No, I don't
she's totally
think so.
right. The mom's a
Mom's
dumbass.
a dumb bitch and the kid is getting taught by a dumb bitch. I would love to say that.
Her mom's going to move to Germany. Her daughter is going to Germany.
I would love to be able to do that to some kid. My boyfriend shot me in the chest, and that's why I can't walk.
What is she supposed to say? Like a Disney prince stepped on my back,
right? Like,
this
soften it.
is what happened.
Yeah, that's her point. I think she's, should I have said it in a nicer way?
She's totally correct.
Yeah, I love it.
I gotta see the pictures of this lady. I kind of like her.
She's got cool tattoos
Me and her
of
have similar lifestyles.
She has these tattoos of
lock her wheels. And be like, you're gonna have to watch me play FIFA. You're not going anywhere, dumbass.
You can't get away.
You're not going anywhere.
Dude, she's super hot. Look at her. She's obviously the one sitting down in the chair.
Yeah, they're both hot.
Yeah.
Both those witches. Oh, damn.
Whoa. Carhartt hat?
Yeah,
right?
she's
The
hot.
sign of a hot chick. Come
that's
on.
MGK giving the lap dance. She also has tattoos of
wouldn't like that.
Well, yeah, and I'm
I'd
turned
be
off
mad
now.
about that. Like, that's my weird show. Get off there, MGK. What the hell you doing, bro? You didn't get enough standing play? Now you're taking my sitting play?
Need the cripple too.
God damn it.
Yeah, man, this chick's a rocket. Come on.
Yeah, she's hot.
I don't care that she can't.
Yeah, she
Like,
can,
walking
she,
is super
she
overrated.
Can scar any child she wants in front of me.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna get
Dude,
hard.
how
I mean,
nice
I
is it?
legitimately, like, out of all, I hate standing.
Standing sucks.
Out of all the things in the world.
I mean, this
what do I
is
wanna do the
extremely
least?
disrespectful to say.
Nah, she's cool, bro. Standing is the worst.
But
Like, when I get home, the first thing I do is sit down. After I sit down, what do? I lay down. I don't ever want to be fighting gravity. Gravity's a bitch.
You know what? You want? Can I say something that's gonna be disrespectful to everybody?
Always.
I've reached a point now where when I wake up in the morning, I used to be a chill. I lay in bed all day. I'm tired of laying down by the time I wake up.
Don't you dare.
For sure.
I'm like, I'm sick of this. I'm getting
Bro.
up
Don't
now.
you dare. Mark this day down, the day that John said he doesn't want
Bro,
to
I
lay
lay
anymore.
until noon.
That's
I wake up at 10. I lay for 2 hours. Just
that's
is that what we're talking about?
He said he doesn't like doing that anymore.
No, that's,
Yeah.
Now
it's
he
that.
gets up and
Well,
goes.
It's
Yeah.
now I'm up. Now I'm up at like I'll wake up at like 8:30 and I'm out of bed by 9:30.
I like that.
So that's
You're still doing an hour.
yeah.
Do you understand how mad people are going to be on this podcast? The people who wake up at 6:30 and they're in the shower by 6:31 and they're out the door by
Don't
6:40.
get me wrong. I'll pound pud once, watch an episode of Seinfeld, two probably, and then f around on my
you're
phone.
you're not
But,
tired of laying
but
down
bro,
yet,
I
bro.
would wake up. I would lay in bed for 4 hours.
Sun starts going down. You're like, all right, here we go.
Time to start the day.
I gotta start the day. Chipotle. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm basically at 8:30, 8:45 wake up, 9:30, 9:45 out of bed. Is basically where I'm at nowadays.
I think that's pretty good.
I know, but you know, like
Dude.
how many people are going to hate that
have that work.
shitty job.
That
Yeah.
work hard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
People with jobs.
It's
you
always
mean?
your setting.
The children.
Like, 'cause I had
you
real
said
jobs.
something the other day that I got a decent amount of feedback on, where you were like, you said something about starting the day at 10:30, but like you wanted. Oh, it was the other day you said
Pretty
something like,
good start time.
you said like I haven't been late to anything in a while, and I was like, are we being honest about that? And you were like, yeah, no, dude, I've been waking up early. I'm up at like 9:30.
Yeah,
and
9:30. I'm out of bed, baby.
And the amount of people who were like,
That's as early as it gets.
Yeah, but the people who get mad about that are so weird. Like, yeah, we have different jobs.
Yes,
I don't know what to
yes,
tell you.
yes,
Like,
yes.
we have different jobs. If my job called for me to get up earlier,
yeah, but
I'd either have
but
a
you have
different
to
job.
realize
Quit that job.
that your
I would
job.
sleep through that, knowing I have a safety net of my parents and privilege. If I didn't have that safety net, yeah, I'd be a loser. Oh, yeah.
That's about as hard as a nail gets hit on the head, right?
Oh, that safety net I have? Yeah, I can quit any job at any time. I'm never
I'll
gonna
be
be
fine.
homeless.
We've had that argument before. We're like, I've made two guarantees in my life. I think one, I'll never die in a tornado. Because if I saw a tornado coming, I would just
That's bad, dude.
no, dude. I'll just
I
move.
think my goal in life is now to get him dead by a
I'll
tornado
just move.
somehow,
I'll just
somewhere.
get out of the way. Like I'll just
Yeah, you're not holding it down in the house.
yeah. I'm not like I'll leave.
But
Yeah.
but
They're
those
like-
things
they're like
can
a
drop
tornado.
out of nowhere, dude.
Yeah, but dudes,
Chances
the people that
are,
get
I
killed
know.
the people that get killed by tornadoes
Are
I'm not
assholes.
going anywhere.
Yeah, I was born
I
here. I'm
live
gonna
here.
die here.
Yeah.
So
It's
my
not quite like hurricanes, but yeah, it's like you're from Mobile.
Right. Like,
A Vegeta 5 just happened to drop in.
Yeah.
I'll just get in the car and I'll
I could-
leave.
okay,
I'll
but
leave.
here, okay, yes, but like, let's say you're sitting in your house doing what you usually do, and the news is like,
I'll also never
it's
go
gonna be
somewhere
bad.
tornadoes hit. Just to be clear.
Yeah, that's the real
Like, I'm not even gonna
because
ever-
would
this is
you
gonna be a
would you
scenario.
evacuate your house? If they
yeah.
said like there, a storm's coming tomorrow, there might be some tornadoes.
I think if you live in New York long enough, that's coming.
Well,
In the next
yeah.
5 years, they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, "Yo, this is an actual real hurricane."
I mean,
New York's fucked.
we're basic. I mean,
I'll
Sandy
I'll
was
just-
Sandy
yeah.
was
close.
As
Light
you
work.
said,
I think a real one's
like an
probably
actual
gonna come.
category, whatever. Yeah.
I
No,
believe
yeah.
in
We're
science.
eventually. This is gonna be the worst place ever to live, man.
Hopefully.
It's pretty damn close already, and then we're just gonna add like tornadoes and hurricanes. To
I wish the
mix.
Comedy Cellar was somewhere else. That's where I would go.
like a different state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it
yeah,
in
yeah.
Harrisburg.
Where
no, you see, that's funny that you say that exact town. 'cause
Harrisburg's perfect.
That's so I've
No
never been.
tornadoes, no hurricanes, just great people.
just salt of the earth.
Well,
Harrisburg.
during
Harrisburg's got
the,
to be the worst.
That's where I'm from, bro.
I know.
Harrisburg rules.
I know, but to claim it's like the number one spot in the
You want to
country.
live somewhere nice? Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
during the pandemic when people were like, cities are dead, everyone's flocking out, and the city I would always use as a reference is like, yeah, we're gonna move to Harrisburg and go to Applebee's.
What a funny joke. By the way, if you go to Harrisburg and go to Applebee's, you have the night of your life. You're going to get wrecked. And everyone's going to be like, yo. And the waitresses will
I mean,
look
Harrisburg's
like me.
probably a city, right?
The waitresses will be like, get fucked up.